You don't need a six-figure salary to save $25,000. If you make an average income, this is completely doable. I will show you how to do it in 12 to 24 months without extreme budgeting or living on ramen noodles. There is one specific mistake that quietly destroys most people's savings plans, and today we are going to fix that once and for all. Let's start with a reality check. When we talk about an average income, we are looking at the middle ground where most people live. It is that space where you earn enough to cover the bills, but at the end of the month, the balance always seems to hover near zero. You might feel like you don't earn enough to see real progress, or you tell yourself that you will start saving once you get that next big raise. But the truth is, the numbers do not lie. To save $25,000 in 24 months, you need to set aside about $1,040 every month. If you want to move faster and hit that goal in 18 months, the number moves to $1,390. If you are aggressive and want it done in just 1 year, you are looking at $2,080 a month. While those numbers might seem intimidating right now, I want you to reframe your thinking. Reaching these milestones is not about your income alone. It is about control, structure, and the power of automation. Financial independence begins the moment you realize that your current salary is a tool, not a cage. To get there, we are using a 5-part framework designed for maximum efficiency. This game plan covers income stabilization, expense optimization, income expansion, automation, and psychological momentum. Most people only focus on cutting expenses, which is exactly why they fail. You cannot shrink your way to greatness forever. You need a balanced approach that addresses both what is going out and what is coming in. Step 1 is to lock down your baseline. You cannot fix what you do not measure. For the next 30 days, you must track every single cent that leaves your bank account. We are looking for 3 specific categories: your fixed costs like rent and insurance, your variable costs like groceries, and most importantly, your leaks. Leaks are the silent killers of your wealth. These are the recurring subscriptions you forgot about, the lifestyle creep where your spending rises every time you get a tiny bonus, and the convenient spending like daily takeout or expensive delivery fees because you were too tired to cook. These small leaks often add up to hundreds of dollars a month. When you identify these, you aren't just cutting costs, you're reclaiming your power. Remember this, every dollar you spend on a convenience you don't actually value is a dollar stolen from your future $25,000. We will implement a simple savings formula later, but for now, your job is to find the holes in your boat and plug them. Now we move to step 2, which is building the $1,000 quick win. This is the most important part of the journey because it creates momentum. To find this first 1,000, we aren't looking at long-term shifts yet. We are looking for immediate action. Sell the items in your house that you haven't touched in 6 months. Call your internet or insurance provider and negotiate your bills. You would be surprised how much money is left on the table simply because people don't ask for a better rate. Pause every non-essential subscription for 30 days. Finally, commit to a short-term spending freeze for 2 weeks where you only buy absolute necessities. Your first $1,000 isn't actually about the money itself. It is about your identity. It proves to your brain that you are someone who can save and that progress is possible. People quit their saving strategies because progress feels invisible. Once you see that first 1,000 sitting in an account, the goal of $25,000 starts to feel like an inevitable reality rather than a distant dream. Step 3 is the core of the value section where we discuss the 3 levers that actually get you to $25,000. The first lever is increasing your savings rate. Most people save what is left over at the end of the month, but you are going to do the opposite. You will start at 10%, then push to 20%, and eventually 30%. The trick is to raise your savings rate before your lifestyle has a chance to expand. If you get a 3% raise at work, that entire 3% should go directly into your savings. The second lever is a controlled income boost. If your current average income makes a $1,000 monthly saving goal impossible, you must increase the top line. This could mean taking on strategic overtime, developing a freelance skill, or starting a weekend project. Think about skill stacking. If you have a day job but learn a high-value skill like digital marketing or basic repair services on the side, you can generate an extra $500 a month. Let's look at the math. An extra $500 inside income combined with $700 in monthly savings from your primary paycheck equals $1,200 a month. In 18 months, you have surpassed your $25,000 goal. The third lever is the most powerful: automation. You must remove your own willpower from the equation. Open a separate high-yield savings account at a completely different bank than your checking account. Set up an automatic transfer that happens the very hour your paycheck hits your account. You should never have to make a decision to save. If you have to think about it, you might talk yourself out of it. By the time you look at your checking account to see what you have to spend, the savings are already gone and working for you. No decision making allowed. This is how you build wealth without the daily stress of resisting temptation. Now, let's talk about the mistake that stops 90% of people from ever reaching their financial goals. It is the habit of waiting to feel ready. Most people wait for the perfect time to start, or they wait to save what is left over. If you wait to save what is left, there will never be anything left. The world is designed to take your money. Marketing, convenience, and social pressure are all working against you. If you do not physically separate your savings from your spending money immediately, your brain will find a logical reason to spend it. The physical separation is key. If the money is in your main account, you will view it as available. If it is in a separate high-yield account that takes 2 days to transfer back, you will view it as a growing asset. Staying motivated for 12 to 24 months is the hardest part. This is a marathon, not a sprint. To maintain your drive, you need to track your progress visually. Use a chart on your fridge or a digital tracker to see the bars fill up. Perform a monthly net worth check-in where you see your total balance growing. Celebrate the small milestones. When you hit $5,000, $10,000, and $15,000, acknowledge the discipline it took to get there. The middle months are the hardest because the initial excitement has worn off, but the end goal still feels far away. This is where your systems and automation carry you. If you find your motivation dipping, find a public accountability partner or join an online challenge. Knowing someone else is watching your progress can give you that extra bit of friction against bad spending habits. So what happens after you finally hit that $25,000 mark? This is where the emotional payoff becomes real. You are no longer living paycheck to paycheck. You now have options. This money can serve as a robust emergency fund that removes all financial anxiety from your life. It can be the seed money for investing in the stock market to build long-term wealth. Most importantly, it gives you a financial freedom runway. If you ever wanted to pivot careers or take a risk, you now have the cushion to do so. The first $25,000 changes how you see money forever. It transforms money from something you chase into a tool that you command. You have proven that you have the discipline, the strategy, and the mindset to master your finances. An average income does not have to mean average results. You have the roadmap, you have the math, and you have the strategies to make this a reality. It is time to stop wishing and start executing. I want to hear from you. Which timeline are you aiming for? Are you going for the 12, 18, or 24-month goal? Comment your target timeline below and let's hold each other accountable. Join us for more conversations about building wealth at every stage of life to your first $25,000, or how to scale your income even further to hit your first $50,000 milestone. Your journey toward financial independence starts with the very next dollar you choose not to spend. You have the plan. Now go and make it happen. You are closer than you think, and the discipline you build today will pay dividends for the rest of your life. Start now.